Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, your host, PappyoDaniel, Master Propaganda Hero Strike, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to Long 1 vs 1 on this in Moscow Winter. Between the west, we got Front 242, also known as Frost, fighting here for the Soviet Union and the 6th Guards Mechanized Corps. Versus in the east, we got PappyoDaniel, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, the Großdeutschland Panzer shown here with elite troops, with infantry machine gun bullets there versus Frost terror tactics, Guard rifle and surplus. So, definitely not the usual collection of doctrines here, with the infantry and a single Molotov bulletin there as well for Frost. Double grenadiers here for PappyoDaniel, sort of not going for any early machine guns here, whereas Frost is basically going for a lot of conscripts, rushing ahead here, going for the fuel there, and also moving up the west side there with the conscripts, bravely crossing the roads, or just advancing across them primarily. Meanwhile, PappyoDaniel heading west, but also heading towards the centre village here with the Grenadiers spearheading the way forwards. More Grenadiers are slowly on the way, no sign of anything further there. Of course, he has gone for elite troops, so G43s, concussive grenades, possibly some stormtroopers will likely be in sight, and there's also the potential for a Tiger Ace. Whereas for Frost, there's yet no sign there of any sort of real strategy. Besides just conscripts, and in that regard, he's got two doctrines that work quite well with that in slightly different ways, though, of course, both offer machine guns, but one can offer more rapid conscription. This one allows things to get a bit more survivable with hit the dirt. Terror tactics does not really sort of work well with it, on the other hand. We'll see. Boo here for the fuel point again. Note, though, he is now dispatching Grenadiers here from here, but initially was moving in there. In fact, now he's shifting everything here from his centre move to sort of support here in the west, well, northwest there, around the fuel point. We got another Grenadier squad out there for PappyoDaniel. Frost up to 3. Conscripts there, shots being fired here across the roads. Grenadiers running down to flank the conscripts there. By the fuel point, Pioneers have already suffered several losses. And there you go, conscripts being forced to slightly react here to the Grenadiers' presence. Exposing the bit to the Pioneers. In this case, actually still focusing them down here. Pappy could try and rush ahead, but of course he might worry. Of course, going to get focused on this when he does. In fact, there we go. We can see now Frost orders the conscripts to deal with the Grenadiers, rather than allowing them to sort of die here. And then, meanwhile, conscripts are upping out. We got an early multiple hit for Frost. Good move there, catching the Grenadiers, and Ludwig catches on fire. His third Grenadier squad there. He's going for 4 Grenadiers actually at PappyoDaniel. No sign of MG42s here. Pretty bold strategy in some senses. We'll have to see though if PappyoDaniel can actually sort of properly support it. Sort of winning some of the engagements, but he's at the same time not making huge progress. Again, Frost is just, he's at this point sort of taking huge chunks of the map, though he has yet to connect the fuel point. In fact, he's guarding it, but not let any of the territory up to it. On the other hand, he's got this one connected sort of, but he's quickly being rushed off there. More fighting around the centre of the village. Now PappyoDaniel pours all of his Grenadier squads there, most of them anyways, towards it. He still, by the way, needs to lead the Pioneers back, secure these point here as well. Otherwise, he's not going to get any fuel out from that. Grenadiers versus Engineers here. And what will Frost go for next? Will likely be, he's actually going for medics here as well, so he won't be getting any additional infantry anyways. Which does mean for a brief time, PappyoDaniel will have an infantry superiority here versus Frost, which could allow him to grab a lot more map, secure it maybe with some command bunks, allowing him to then reinforce all the Grenadiers, because that's really one of the issues, heavy Grenadier spam, or heavy Grenadier builds run into. They tend not to support them very well, that is, they don't bring up command bunkers or half-tracks, so that way ensure they can reinforce the field, because basically, most Grenadier strategies pretty much run into the problem is the Grenadiers bleed out very quickly, they lose a lot of combat efficiency very quickly, and then it doesn't go anywhere, which quickly forces you onto the defensive. And most Wehrmacht players, for whatever reasons, never try to support that with either a half-track or a command bunker, which is pretty much the natural idea there, the extension to make it work, which is sort of a bit funny. But again, for most Wehrmacht players, they would do, which also means any sort of heavy Grenadier builds tend to fall apart quickly and get neglected. There's a brief time where it really worked because mechanized assault was even more busted than it is now, and people could just spam Stugis, carry them out of that one. But certainly not what's going to be happening here. So I'm not entirely sure what PappyoDaniel is planning, but he definitely is going to need a half-track or command bunkers to really make this work. Otherwise, longer term, Frost could quickly wear him down and push him back. But it's going to constantly about. They got getting the fuel and the car point here, with the Pioneers moving up. East is yet to take up, by the way, but there we go. Frost is yet to get anything going on there either. He's gone for more Engineers, by the way, but not additional conscripts. Not additional conscripts. Bit of shootout here in the centre. West side is quite open, and he's moving up most of his men here in the east, meaning he can't sort of immediately respond to that. Take up almost done there for PappyoDaniel. There we go. Grenadiers squad here isolated. An easy target for Frost, marauding Frontovics as they come upon them. And that connects with assault and wipe there. You can upgrade G for the freeze now, but he needs to get those Grenadiers out there. They will not survive here. This is pretty much a suicide mission he's giving them out. There we go. In this case, looks like he tried to buy some time. They caused him to Molotov and then hit there, so they, sort of took positions up there to do it. Interesting move there by Pappy in this case. Didn't work out, but his west flank is still extremely open, like an open barn door, if you will. Now Conscripts occupied. They could try and flash out with a concussive grenade, but instead of dealing with it, he's now moving his forces elsewhere. PappyoDaniel essentially scattering his forces out further decreasing the firepower of the Grenadiers, and again further extending them. Medic bunkers there, and of course leaving them unable to support each other, which further undercuts their fighting ability. Grenadiers there in the centre, not looking good on either the conscripts, but they're looking slightly better. Certainly no upgrades there available right away for his Grenadiers. I mean, they do have the resources a bit there. He has the tech, but he doesn't, have the map control to do anything with it. But there you go. Like to make a nice company up. He'll likely go for the 2-2, but a half tech here again with 4 Grenadiers would be a very sensible choice there for PappyoDaniel. Again, with arm to reinforce the Grenadiers at the front line, move them more swiftly about, and of course get more firepower concentrated at different points, thusly allowing again to just more efficiently use all of these Grenadiers. Fuel pond there secured, other one cut off. Sandbags on, allowing Froster to defend. He will front to defend. He's going for support from company. They could go for Maxims, mortars, of course, take ahead. But no, we do have a Maxim on the way there, and we also have anti-tank grenades. Frost has yet to go for Doctrine. We'll have to see though what he ultimately aims for. They got gunners moving up here. Conscripts back in the house. The Pioneers moving from the north. And we got flamethrowers on the way to help burn out some of the front's forces there. No sign of vehicles or Panzer Grenadiers here for PappyoDaniel though. There you go. Conscripts push out into the open there, quick to roll away there. No intention of wasting manpower there. Frost quick withdraws to other positions. PappyoDaniel dispatching Grenadiers towards the west as well. To get the fuel back then connected up. And the Pioneers in the centre running into a bit of trouble there with the conscripts. Shots being fired, engineers in a bit of trouble though. And we got a concussive grenade here, Stielhandgranate. Easily dodged, but does expose the engineers to a few shots, allows the Grenadiers to close in easier without much resistance. Back here, nothing further going on. Still no sign of vehicles for PappyoDaniel. No 222s, no half-tracks, no nothing, or even Panzer Grenadiers there for the Großdeutsch and Panzer Division Pioneers. They're caught in a pretty bad spot, rushed away. Engineers almost up, but there you go, constantly up behind to secure cover. And he's now going for Panzer Grenadiers here, PappyoDaniel. Some more heavily equipped infantry, though again I really think he should be prioritising a half-track or somehow a command bunker close to the front line. I mean again, Panzer Grenadiers would be good, in particular versus a lot of conscripts, they will be pretty damn good. But I still think should also be prioritising, supporting their Grenadiers a bit more functionally here at the front line, and currently that is very much what PappyoDaniel is not doing. There we go, Molotov pushing up the Grenadiers, getting a few kills there. Centre loss to the Russian army, he's going a fuel pond there, but again he's not connecting it right away, and further splitting up his Grenadiers here. So Panzer Grenadiers up there, Pioneers reinforcing slowly-ish. Finding here, concussive grenade off, and did not get on time there. Wrong door as well, but in this case looks like to get away. Fuel pond though defended, sort of. Cut off on there, being held down by conscripts. So some hectic fighting here in the early game, got literally pushed back here by engineers, firing their rifles valiantly. And there you go, Maxim in the corner house here, covering the point here. Really should consider force PappyoDaniel to consider them moving towards here again, trying to attack the village through here. Also a lot harder to lock down. Or get a half-track in the assault, sneak some Pioneers, the Panzers in there, rush past it, and attack from the other angle. Of course, needs to be careful with the conscripts there. No, by the way, he's still not connecting the fuel point there. He's just denying it to front. Healing reinforcement going on there. Front has yet to choose a doctrine. Still yet to make any sort of binding decisions. Healing reinforcement going on here. Pack 40 on the way. He's clearly worried about front bringing up any vehicles or tank, which is definitely a sensible worry, though I do wish PappyoDaniel would also be just as worried about, maintaining force cohesion, because right now, again, he's got a bit here, bit here, bit here, bit there, and the rest here, and again, they're not really within sort of, the range so they can support each other. Which is a bit of a problem there, I think, for PappyoDaniel. I mean, they're all orbital done, sure, but they're not orbital done, they're Grenadiers. And they're less able to, fight in their own, in particular when, front here is clearly having his infantry work together. That's a bit of a problem there for PappyoDaniel. There you go. Slight victory here. Still not doing anything but to connect the fuel point. I do feel that's a bit silly. Maximum means he needs to launch a larger assault here from several angles. Again, this is where vehicle could be quite helpful for PappyoDaniel in closing out. Instead, he's using grenades as bait to then close up from here, I guess. That could definitely also work. But you can sneak up the flamethrower, but the flamethrower's not being snuck up. Oh, and you just spotted Demo Charge also here, but he hasn't got the Minesweepers nearby. In fact, they're up here. They can't support. But there you go. He's using the grenades as bait there. So that's actually ended up sort of nice execute there by PappyoDaniel. Much better assault now. Moving up the flamethrower. Engaging the Maxim. Good work, good work. Getting off some damage, but no kills really. But that course quickly change. Few points secured as well for the fatherland, for Germany, the Groß Deutschland. Front here, while we floated a lot of resources, different are taking up, or just utilising at something. Cassius could be a pretty good choice as well here. So PappyoDaniel here securing the centre of the map quite swiftly and stalwartly. Resources being spent on something, but I'm less sure on what. Few point there being recaptured by Front's forces. Take up there going on, and Front has of course yet to go for the tank-to-tank command. So PappyoDaniel here has, I think, plenty of opportunity to move ahead here for something bigger and more imposing, like tanks. But there you go, Front finally catching up here, building up the tank-to-tank command here. Panzers they need to retreat, by the way. Again, this is also their half tick, pretty nice. Our command bunker. I'm particularly planning any kind of sort of defensive posture here. A command bunker, say around here, could be pretty great for PappyoDaniel. In particular, since the command bunker does have quite the range in terms of sort of reinforcement radius. So put it in the right condition or position, you can use sort of actually fight from sort of a large chunk of the village there and just keep reinforcing, which is going to make it much more difficult for Front to push them out. There you go, send secured. Bit of fighting here. Pioneer spotting the demo charge, but not dealing with it. Panzer is making their way back. Got on the maximum here for Front. In this point, there, at this point, in fact, Bod's considering a mortar just to provide a bit of support, but then your maximum could also work out nicely, trying to deal with the demo charge. Getting the 40s. There we go, kaput. Huge tree blown to bits, and a chunk of the building blown off as well. Pack 40 standing about there, a bit unsure what it wants to do in life. You know, I didn't always want to be a pack gunner. In fact, I didn't want to be one at all. I wanted to, you know, join the Navy. Really? Yeah, Merchant Navy, not the Kriegsmarine. And there we go, we got Stormtroopers out here as well now for PappyoDaniel, allowing to swift reinforce the position, allowing the Pioneers to have a better chance there versus the Engineers. A swift move there by PappyoDaniel. Now he just needs to throw some assault rifles on them and he'll be in a really good position. But there you go, we got a field gun on the way here for Front, 242. The CIS-3, CIS standing up, I believe meaning sort of main, a factory named after Stalin. Something like that anyways. T-70 away there for Front, light tank there. And we got the support co-op here for PappyoDaniel, leading ahead nicely there versus Front, allowing to get out some tanks, some panzers. Or an Ostwindurch given these necessary. Stormtroopers sneaking about. Grenadiers here in the church. Again, command bunker would be an excellent choice here for PappyoDaniel. Most excellent. And I think he's pulled the Pack 40 too far behind. I mean, there's, you know, one is to keep, you know, not easily accessible, but, you know, Pack 40s aren't very good as responsive units. You have to set them up in areas where you expect the opponent to attack with tanks. Otherwise, it's going to be too late by the time it arrives there. I mean, so, you know, it's a bit of the challenge there with anti-tank weapons. Too far behind, and it's usually too far forwards, and it's going to be an easy target. Right now, I think it's too far behind, to be honest, in particular in a village where, again, it's going to be a lot harder to maneuver into a good position once, you know, things get ugly. So, this is not really a recommendable position. There go, looks like he's realised he needs to get back. Then we got the T-7 rolling in. Stormtroopers need to get the hell out of there. If he's sort of a bit worried, he could consider throwing a Panzer on them, but I still recommend assault rifles. Either way, though, he can go for his Duke. He, of course, might take out for the Ostwind. The Ostwind will, of course, allow him to, you know, deal with the infantry in a nice, swift manner. So the resource rifle is going a bit back and forth here between the two. Maximum under fire. And these reinforcing. Maxim being pushed away. And we got the T-7 moving in and engaging the Panzer Grenadiers out in the open. Southern point here, grabbed by the Pioneers, got an Indian squad sneaking about. Panzer Grenadiers under fire from the T-70's 45mm gun. You can see they're already, even here, you know, he has to sort of try and reposition it better, you know, try and catch the T-70s. I imagine he's just sort of gotten really aggressive with it. I mean, he'd been over there, he'd been in a really bad position with the Pack 40. But here we go, Stormtroopers moving out. We could, of course, also just aim for the Panzer IV, which is a classic move by many Wehrmacht players. We also got Guard Rifle here, we got Guards on the way, and we got submachine guns being handed out to the conscripts as well as all this is happening. T7 moving about. Up north here, we got Grenadiers moving ahead. G43 being handed out. There's some extra firepower that way at a slightly cheaper price point than the LMG42. Also opens up for interrogation, but I doubt he's going to use that one. Though he probably could learn quite a few things there if he were to use it. Up north here, Grenadiers pushing forward. Some suppressed here by the nearby Maxim. This is where no mortars would be quite good for PappyoDaniel. T7 moving up here, again Pack 40. Can't really respond to this, so the assault here is pretty much sort of called off. Panzer fast off. Damaging the Indian, buying more time for the rest to, well, get the hell out of there. Now let's bring up the Pack 40, trying responding to that with the realization perhaps you should actually just drop that. And we've got a Panzer IV here for PappyoDaniel. He could have rushed out and Austin a bit faster, which might allow him to turn the situation around here a bit faster as well. But he aims for the ever classic Panzerkampfwagen here for the fatherland. Pioneers remaining here. No airspires or anything. Not really achieving much. There we got Grenadiers sneaking about here. Guardsmen advancing forwards. Troops reinforcing, healing here, and there we go. Engineers being engaged here by the Pioneers. Grenadiers moving in as well here. Nose a bit itchy. And there you go. Jürgen stumbles over. Grenadiers moved a bit too far ahead. Need to retreat. Again, if he had a command bunker or half track at the front, that could work out still, but he doesn't. So he won't. Though, of course, he could still go for a half track or a command bunker. You got the Panzer IV out here for PappyoDaniel and the Großdeutschland. Pioneer sneaking about there. Constantly moving up there with the PPSH-41s. Submachine guns, we got 2 supporters upgraded with them. Increasing the firepower from close to mid-range, though of course cutting down on some of the lower, well, long-range firepower. We got the Panzer IV moving up here, pin machine gun ready. But it does leave his centre a bit exposed. Then we got Panzers following up here to support the Panzer IV. Better move. Quick grenade here, bun grenade in this case. I probably would have gone for a concussive grenade here just to bait them out at a cheaper price point because, I mean, 45 munitions is just a bit too expensive just to force them out. Then we got the Panzer IV moving back here, taking cover from the PTRSs. Stormtroopers in hiding, moving up here. Max being pushed away. Guardsmen, they're almost rubbed up, but they do manage to get out of there, and they're going to need moving forward. But lines. Oh, missed by the Panzer IV here. Missed. Back here we got troops moving out there for the fatherland.
300 points stand between us and defeat.
Back 40 sneaking about. We got the H-6 on the way there for front, allowing him to help deal with the Panzer IV and of course provide him with some light artillery support. But PappyoDaniel now march low on map control there again. Too scattered out, not enough to support, and lacking certain supporting elements like either again machine guns, mortars, or half tracks and command bunkers. I mean, I'd almost say like a mix of them, or going for one either sort of harder. But right here, PappyoDaniel has not really gone for any of those. Well, being able to of course upgrade the Stormtroopers with the assault rifle as soon as you can. Again, makes them a lot more lethal, and of course with tactical advance, a lot more meaner. Panzer IV, they're being fixed up. Field gun moving up as well here. There we go, T-75 from the Pack 40. Quick self-repair there, ordered by front to his T-70 crew. Good work. Grenadiers push back, keep it so with the conscripts. Pioneers following up here, and in the south, bit of skirmishing between Pioneers and conscripts. A pretty one-sided fight here as the Russians mercilessly slaughter the Pioneers, who stood no real chance. In fact, there we go, full wipe. Pappy here, finally realizing he needs some kind of light artillery support to help deal with the support weapons, brings up a mortar here, a Granatenwerfer. Meanwhile, the F-6M moves in here, crashing through trees and fences in its mission to destroy the Germans. In the south here, constantly engaged with the Panzer IV, taking amount losses. Maximum into the flamethrower, not good up there for front. Could be taking damage, close to being wiped here already. That could risk a wipe. No, gets out in the nick of time there. Very low on health there, but does survive to live another day, though horribly burned. Horribly. There you go, H-6 gets a good hit in the Panzer IV. Resource-wise, PappyoDaniel's not getting a lot of fuel as again front, he's actually getting a lot there. Igleesian head now trying to take a head further. prepare for T-34s and 6s, at which point PappyoDaniel might certainly suffer pretty badly. Also, he got access now to the assault rifles there. No. Yes, no. Make up your mind. Instead he goes for Panzer 6 on the Panzer Grenadiers. I'm never really a fan of that decision, to be honest, and I mean, in most cases it always feels like a bit of a weak one, because you generally sort of benefit a lot more from the Panzer Grenadiers just cutting down the infantry. The thing is, I mean, front has still got a lot of infantry, which is still pretty nasty. You're better off just going for Stug and just keeping the Panzer Grenadiers as they are. You got them all to their firing away. Doing a bit of damage, but so far no real kills there against front and the 6 guards. Mechanized Corps Grenadiers are fighting against the advancing Russian infantry. Got hit the dirt here, good work. T-70 supporting build up, Pack 40 having to return. Panther 4 waiting repairs. And we got the Stormtroopers and the Panzers in sneaking about. Could try and flank in here. They got engineers nearby though. Guards unit wiped there by the mortar. Ooh, bung grenade off as well. Oh, concussive actually stunning the engineers. Nice bit of work there, going for the fuel there with the Stormtroopers. Panther 4 still awaiting repairs. Pioneers are moving out there for the fatherland. Big grenades reinforcing. Should consider at least moving up to sneak the point here away. Maxim setting up. They're going to fire the Panzers at the house there. Constantly being pushed back. Mortar repositioning to a slightly less exposed position there now that front is beginning to increase sort of threat in the area around here. Stormtroopers dealing decently with the Maxim there, but at least soon going to have a fuel point back. Also soon go for the Stug 3G, and I would certainly recommend PappyoDaniel doing so. Meanwhile, Frost, though, I think should very much consider take up. He's got a lot of resources floating about there. Hell, he could go for Mechanized Armor Company and a fuel cache, and really just cement a fuel advantage and thusly armor advantage versus PappyoDaniel he wanted to. T-70 there being fixed.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Going for the southern points here with the Stormtroopers. And it is opening up there with the G43s. Not really having much success, and there you go. Petrov there lobs a Molotov through the air. But there you go, Panther 4 finally combat operational going in here, opening up the conscripts. It looks like PappyoDaniel is aiming for another Panther 4 here. I can't help but feel that's a bit greedy. I mean, he could work out if he sort of gets 2 Panther 4s going. Front has well stacked up, going for Katyusha here, which makes a lot of sense considering, again, he's just confined here in that choke point of a map there. Again, it's why I generally always recommend Power Horse, you know, tack through here. It's a lot harder to pin down. And again, a much harder target for rocket artillery, longer term, because there's more room to move on. Panther 4 moving up, you've got Grenadiers moving in as well here. Stormtroopers repulsed there by the conscripts with the submachine guns. H6 takes a good hit there from the Panther 4. Bet 21 though again, Grenadiers doing with the can support moving forwards here. Panther 4 rolling back for repairs there, Katyusha almost done. H6 gets some extent of the Grenadiers there. Even as he starts making slight gains in the centre here, we got some abandonment there, I would say overall. There is some positions by front, leaving the front a bit exposed as he falls back. T-70 acting as a spotter for the field gun and any other things here. Not quite working out. Almost got the H6 there, and oh, almost got it there. Almost got it. Pioneers advancing here, pushing out the engineers there. More engineers going up, going in after it, and shot maneuvering there by front, trying to avoid death here by the Panther 4s. And the Panther 4 misses again though. This to be expected, has 50% less accuracy on the move, which again, what most Wehrmacht and certain vehicles do have. Which is all why I advise stop, shoot, move. You know, not move and shoot. Now Panther 4 needs to pull back out the Maxim, they need to retreat. Blitz! Blitz! Oh dear, heavy losses there. Panthers there almost being wiped. But there you go, H6 moving up. And they knock out the crew, leaving nothing but a smouldering husk, but still operable. Constantly moving and pushing away the Panthers there. He's going to try and knock it out, I think. Realising he can't get it for himself. Maxim there abandoned. Got the T-70 as well. The heavy losses for front as PappyoDaniel successfully pushes ahead there, with certainly quite some damage suffered in the process. Katyusha there though gained 5 kills. We've got a swift counterattack here from front, and something went kaboom. Another Panzer IV there for PappyoDaniel and the Großdeutschland Panzer Division. Panzer IV needing repairs desperately. And we got a T-34 some 6 on the way for front 242. As his Russian infantry there pushes forwards. 19 kills for actually 3, 9 kills on the other one. Trying to do doing what they can. A single light machine gun upgrade would benefit him, and obviously, there we go. If I'd seen him, assault rifles would also be pretty good, and he's finally doing it. Finally getting those Sturmgewehrs out. Also, a machine gun here would help, I think. Panzer IV, they're being repaired. Panzer Kampfwagen 4. No, he cancelled it. Why would he cancel it? Don't tell me he's actually planning for a Tiger Ace right now, because... Oh no, that would be a bad idea. I think there were PappyoDaniel. He should aim for more Panzer IV, just more armoured pressure now. Also, you know, allowing him more resources longer term, whereas again the Tiger Ace will certainly provide him with a lot more punch right then and there. But if he then doesn't finish the game right then and there, it's going to hurt him a lot more in the longer run. Ooh, caught laying down flares, but in this case prevented from doing it. Good use there by Frost, probably actually attempting to use it. Or front Frost, whatever. Just got the T-34 rolling ahead here through the muddied creek. Front's being pushed back here by Grenadiers. Panzer X Pack 40 moving in there. Veteran 2, by the way. Panzer IV also more or less good to go for the fatherland. Not good moving there, but the T-34 is going to get Panzer first. There you go, Pack 40 as well. That could be a huge loss here for front in a matter of seconds. His T-34 immolated. But no, he does not pursue with the Panzer Grenadiers. He does not pursue. Instead, we got the Stormjet Panzer passed off. I mean, he's still likely going to end up losing the T-34 there, though. In that regard, front there, very much pushed the T-34 too far ahead. There we got the Panzer IV moving in. We got engineers coming to the centre victory point here, but they could easily become a target. And there we go, the T-34 explodes in chunks, sending road wheels all over the place. Get used to the good to go again. But also note about PappyoDaniel, I mean, he's been really focusing this side of the map again. There's been little effort here. I mean, if say he'd gone for the second Panzer IV, what he could have done, for example, while he attacked the free, was just need a smaller force for here to take the maximum out, and then the western fuel point, denying that resource then to front. Instead, you know, he's focusing everything here, which also allows the front more easily to close it down. In this case, with a Sturmovik, also known as the Flying Brick House by the Germans. In fact, they had a lot of names for it that overall just ran on the theme of it. That thing can soak up a ton of bullets. I really dislike it. So in that regard, again, you know, risky assault there in this case punished pretty hard by the Soviet Air Force. So nice work there. It's so rare you get to see it, but in this case, I think it really sort of shined there for front. Again, completely decimating PappyoDaniel's assault. And there you go. He does go for the Tiger Ace. They're calling in some of the finest Schwer Panzerkreuz she can find at that time on the Eastern Front. Back forward the landing hit. Got the Stormtroops there grabbing the centre victory point. Sturmgewehrs at ready. Moving forwards. And the Ace still continues to go ahead there. Generally, though, most Tiger 1 crews were actually sort of initially sort of taken from veteran Panzer crews, you know, from different things. Like even Stu crews, I think, sort of, you know, formed up into Tiger crews as a little fun detail there. Conversely, for example, when it came to the King Tiger, they specifically trained crews for those at that point of the war. So there's an interesting detail there. So again, while just initially, you know, Tiger crews would just be more, you know, trained. Again, for King Tiger crews, there could be a much bigger difference. Though, of course, Tiger 1 crews would still be, you know, transferred to Tiger 2s, but they, you know, more specifically just trained crews for those. So a little fun detail there. Panzer IV need repairs again. Close to Victory 2, but he's not quite there yet. Again, he's sort of, again, trying to use them as a bludgeon, which is not, in fact, where the Panzer IV excels. I mean, sure, he can get more armor, but even then, that's usually just given an edge when, you know, flanking and attacking from those points. Here comes getting pursued by the Tiger Ace. It's 88mm gun, roaring out death with every shot. And again, just so little action here. I really should dispatch some small forces, just clear out the maximum, then gain all the territory here. Threaten front, you know, to, well, have to defend a bigger front. Instead of, again, allowing to concentrate here. Again, that's also the problem you have to be careful with, you know, when you sort of get too focused on the point. It allows the defender, if you're attacking, you know, to just focus all the resources on that space there, which can make things a lot more dangerous for you when you're attacking. Good hit there from the T-34, wipes off the Grenadier squad. Fritz and Ludwig gone. Before he gets rid of it, we got the Tiger Ace coming in there. Straight for the field gun. Misses though. Second shot, that should do the trick, and almost did. And the tank grenade off, doesn't do the trick. Almost got the field gun. That thing is really durable. A bit lucky there. Got the H-6 T-34 moving in there. Good hit down the T-34. Almost got the field, but still can't really kill it. There we go, though. Better hit of the T-34's much bigger target as well. Almost got it, but decides to blow it. Got the Pak-40 supporting, and T-34 gets away. Gets away. Churchill about to collapse here from Tiger Fire. Sliver of health, and there we go. Entire conscript wipe their front, suffering catastrophic losses as the entire thing implodes upon the poor occupants, tombing them forever. And Conscript out in the open now being smashed apart here by heavy fire, and the Tiger Ace there wiping out another unit there from under Frost's feet in a matter of seconds. All of a sudden, front here is very, very short on infantry, whereas PappyoDaniel still got a lot, plus a tank, of course. With the Tiger Ace, he can't easily replace it. Infantry loses it. Front, on the other hand, can much more easily replace any such losses. So there's a bit of a dilemma there longer term for PappyoDaniel. Stormtroopers need to be careful. Almost got the H-6. Needs more aggressive with the Tiger Ace. He needs to push it further and then fix the Panzer IV while he can. Problem is, he's actually lost all of his pioneers, so he can't fix up the Tiger Ace or the Panzer IV. And of course he goes on to the defense, so that's going to be even a further sticky situation. But there you go, got the H-6 there, another loss there for front. So pretty bad situation there for PappyoDaniel. I mean, since he's done a lot of damage, but resource-wise, again, he's being slowly strangled. Wreck the Pak-40. He needs to pressure, I think, front while he can with the Tiger Ace. I mean, he needs to be willing to accept him losing. Or, you know, he would just try and clear out the Maxim over there. That would be amazing. But again, he's just so now focused on the defensive, it's actually making him worse. I mean, again, if you're in this kind of situation, the defensive is not your friend, because defense means time. He does not have time on his side. In fact, that is very much on front's side. He needs to be as aggressive as possible with the Tiger Ace as he can. Problem is, when he's being defended with the Tiger Ace, he's just handing over a big fat advantage to front right then and there. So again, he needs to, you know, pressure more. Otherwise, I fear it's not going to be, you know, well for him. But there you go. Front moving straight ahead, they're engaging frontally against PappyoDaniel, not trying to flank or maneuver, or at least, you know, bring up some mortars to lay down the smoke screen. Kind of pound aside, watch repair, but there you go, moves over from the Panzer IV to the Tiger Ace, or of course need to be careful to get murdered with CoH2 rockets. CoH2 just keeps firing away. Fun fact, CoH2 were actually organised into what are known as Guard Mortar Battalions. Little fun detail there. A fact I think that lasted throughout the entire war. Sort of like, you know, how, you know, German rocket launchers were sort of called Nebelwerfers. Again, that basically meant fog thrower. But again, obviously, they're throwing something a bit more nasty than fog. Rockets. A little detail there. That's what almost getting knocked out there. Close eventually too, but it really kind of fought at the same time. We got this all up for the Guardsman. Straight to the Tiger Ace line of fire, kind of supporting. Got troops thinking about here, we're getting suppressive with the Maxim, which apparently forgot all about. Tiger Ace very low on health, pop smoke there. Gonna do some panzers moving ahead. Stormtroopers basically hanging back at bases, so that's gonna end up poorly, I think, for the Panzerjägers. And now it's got two badly damaged tanks with only one Pioneer squad to fix them. And really, this decision to go for the Tiger Ace to an extent, well, again, has brought him some success. I think has rather placed PappyoDaniel is in a strategically much worse situation than just, you know, gone for a bunch of Panzer IVs. Hell, he could even gone for a Panther, I think. And he probably would have been better off than he went for the Tiger Ace the way he's currently handling it. And again, the fact he had no Pioneer survive. So this is grim situation. He can still win. I mean, it is still a Tiger Ace, but like the longer this lasts, the more potential it has to swing in the favour of front, because again, he just has naturally more resources. And again, PappyoDaniel is just being too passive with his limited resources. Again, for this to work, Pappy needs to be ultra aggressive. He needs to seek out damage with front. He needs to force front to have to attack in ways that are awkward for him to have to defend awkwardly. But again, he's very much allowing front to build up his forces as he pleases and then counterattacks. And that, is the dangerous thing there. Katyusha fire there. Another T-Feder arriving. Grenadiers almost wiped out by it. Tiger Ace halfway done. Panther 4 still awaiting repairs. Stormtroopers advancing. And technically, by World War II, there's no real sort of stormtroopers as such. Though, of course, they should be different units sort of designated as Sturmabteilungs. For example, they could sort of, for different origins. For example, in like around the Ardennes, in the Hürtgen Forest, for example, units sort of from an NCO school, emptied, and they're formed into specific combat units, which are known as Sturmabteilungs. Sort of battalion-sized units of that, for example. Or you could have a Sturm Company or battalion sort of formed up from some of the unit's best men, so that way also form sort of a divisional elite. So in that regard, the Stormtroopers could sort of represent sort of a lot of sort of more ad hoc units that could sort of appear during fighting.
We are losing a sector.
Little fun fact there. Tiger Ace almost good to go there. I'd probably at this point just push it into the fighting and just move over to get the Panther 4 back in action. Again, the Tiger Ace can serve a bit more, can do more. Again, the Panther 4, really needs to get back in action as well. They're almost losing the T-34 here front, rather pushing his luck too far. And it does not survive. The Tiger Ace knocks out another T-34, adding another kill there to the tally. Almost got the country there, T-34 rolling ahead. Front, though, needs to, I think, try and flank more against me. You're trying to extend him again. PappyoDaniel has to defend the small much territory as possible because again he doesn't have the resource to defend much larger sort of concentrations or much larger territories. I mean, another Pioneer squad on way there for Pappy, carefully husbanding resources just to help keep his tanks operable. Definitely not a bad idea. Definitely not a bad idea. And there we go. We got more support here from front to further dominate in the center again. Push away what little infantry PappyoDaniel has left.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Also, fun fact: the Tiger Ace was also initially encamped here as one, but was actually by the expansion opposing fronts replaced with the King Tiger. Little fun detail there. Though for what reasons, I don't know.
The enemy is taking our territory.
And there's certainly a part of me I think it just replace the King Tiger Ace with a King Tiger, drop the resource loss just so it costs as much as the King Tiger of the Oberkommando, because the 17 command points is still going to hit very, very late. And with only 3 levels of veterancy, it's never going to be that great potentially as the Oberkommando S1 anyways. But anyways, enough about that. Just sort of a small thing I'd personally like to see at this stage. Obviously, they have to create Wehrmacht skins for the King Tiger, but I think it'd be worth it. Anyways, Grenadiers moving ahead here. We've got country rushing forward, so Grenadiers need to fall back. Stormtroopers advancing, ready to support. Tiger Ace joins into the front once more. As front just pushes the front. There we go. Excellent hit there by the Tiger Ace. Annihilates numerous conscripts, shoots at the field gun, but misses. Which of course rather sort of goes straight against what the actual survival chances of a field gun would have been against a Tiger Ace, an actual Tiger Ace in the Second World War. If a field gun got spotted, any anti-tank that really got spotted by a tanker, it was generally dead, because the gun shield could not survive a direct hit from any tank shell. That's a little fun detail there. Well, there you go, Panther 4 back in action, almost 52. PappyoDaniel, I think, needs to try and flank again. Just say launch the assault through here, sneak up there, get behind front's front. He could, do some nasty damage. They've got the Panther 4 supported by infantry. Needs to attack with the targets from the front there to keep them occupied. No, don't stall, Pappy, keep moving. Ah dear, he's about to lose his Panther 4. That did not work out well. Again, too awkward there. Should have kept up pressure with the Tiger Ace, then contacted the flank, but too late here. Another T-34 joining in here. Smoke's being applied here as well. Panther 4 desperately trying to escape on top of this. Of course, it does have the Schützen now. Shots firing blindly into the smoke there, trying to wipe us off. The Stormtroopers need to get out of there before they annihilate as well. That did not work out too well there for PappyoDaniel. Again, his sort of extreme focus in the centre of the map there is not doing him an awful lot of favours there versus front. But still he's holding on, but again we can sort of see again map control wise he's sort of slowly being crept out there by front and the 6th Guards Mechanized Corps. T-34 is taking hits there from the Tigers, got the field gun supporting. Almost got one T-34 there, almost. T-34 down, Panzerfaust off on the other one, should allow him to clear it out. It looks like he's got a Maxim there come flanking the, or covering the field gun edge to prevent, you know, it from being flanked by, say, some of PappyoDaniel's infantry. Definitely not a bad idea there. Still reach repairs tanks. And I really think you should just consider trying to attack from here against, you know, just constantly attacking from here again into a narrow arc. Where again, front has a better chance just concentrating his forces across the narrow front. Overall, you know, making it harder for PappyoDaniel to break through. Where again, if we were to attack from here again, it'd be much harder for Frost or Front, whatever, to actually form a coherent defense. Tigress still lands a good hit, consequently being wiped out here by the ace. 32 kills for the Fatherland. He's pushing it forward. No, actually not. Needs to really get moving there. He's slightly dispatching the troops towards these. We've got another Katyusha barrage here. Probably around here where he's seen the Pioneers work on the ace. Gets several good kills there with a rocket. Several good kills there with a rocket. Moving in, he could consider several mines here that should help him. Sandbags, I think, would also be a great choice here for front in defending the center of the map there again, assuming again that PappyoDaniel is just going to constantly, you know, try and, you know, bash his way through there relentlessly. Defed moving in, they're getting a good kill than the Panzer Grenadiers. A few hits there from the rocket. T-34 shoots, misses, but gets ready to run nonetheless thanks to the machine guns. Gets a bit more impact there. Need to fix up the Panzer IV. And there you go, T-34 trained to Panzerfaust and Panzerstrike range. Ooh, close there. And knocked out here by the ace. 88mm gun claims another victim. 33 kills there for the Fatherland. Gets a good hit there on the Guardsman. 35 kills. 37. Really just plucking out those Russian lives. Got another T-34 on the way for front. He really should consider there's an H-85, I think, or some other anti-tank assets to help deal with the Tigris. Deal again, he's, you know, been able to several times not repulse it, but, you know, increasing his chances never hurts. You certainly should be careful about just, you know, feeding it manpower. The tank grenade gets off a decent hit. They got Grenadiers still going for the field gun. No support this time around, at least initially or immediately. Allowing the Grenadiers to pause pursuit, and there you go. We got air support called in to cover his veteran 3 field gun. Definitely worth it though, since that one has a really good rate of fire and penetration, meaning the Tigris really can't survive a head-on assault versus it unless it gets really, really lucky. Pulling all the way back here for repairs, and front pretty much claiming most of the map by now. T-34 they're rolling out. He's lost quite a few, but ultimately has been very much worth it because, I mean, again, Pappy's barely getting any resources. So even if he just gets a bit of damage done there, pushing back the Tigris, he's just negating PappyoDaniel so much, then just preventing PappyoDaniel from being able to do really a lot there. In this regard, again, he's very much being slowly strangled here by the Tigris. Again, he's done a lot of damage. The problem is, it probably hasn't done a lot of damage to, you know, offset the fact, again, it's costing him well, close to 200 manpower, at least 100 manpower there, so roughly every minute. I mean, that really hurts him. That really hurts him. It's not something in there PappyoDaniel will, again, long-term suffer well from. Mortar there by 8 abandoned. He could grab it, but I think at this point, front really doesn't care about that. They really should consider some mines. Again, anything that could, for example, stall up the Tigris, that would, for example, be excellent there for front. He has, in fact, laid down some, so that's great there. Moving up here, grabbing the eastern victory point first, where front has, in fact, abandoned. He's not willing to fight for that. Again, he wants to defend a smaller front here. A wise decision there, by the way. And we got mines up here. We can still really see he's in some ways being aggressive, but at the same time, there's a clear plan going on here for front. Again, he's defending, you know what he knows he can defend, and just leaving the rest here to PappyoDaniel, knowing that's not going to matter too much. This time, though, Pappy does seem sort of preparing for a slightly bigger assault. In this case, though, front, he's giving away that we're getting too close to the points there, too early on there. Basically alerting front to what's going to happen there on the flank. That is less good there for Pap. Right, looks like he's planning something else now. Got more infantry moving up here. Looks like there's some kind of bigger plan there for Pappy. He might be going hunting there for the Katyusha, but he's all moved it up a bit further to the front line here. Good move there by front, though, of course, and inadvertently. Also good in the sense it's going to mean he's not going to be hunted down here by the Tiger Ace. There you go, flanked by the field gun. T-Fed moving in as well here. His Tiger Ace now unsupported. Far from anything else. Taking still hits there from the Sis 3, getting a few kills there, but pulling back, ultimately doing some damage to the T-Fed 4. Panzer 4 just hanging back, not supporting, not doing anything else either. Got another Katyusha barrage here. Straight at the Panzer gun, this house collapses under the severe explosive might there of the rockets. T-Fed force with guard support, they're rolling straight for the fuel point as well. Panzer 4 straight into a mine. Meaning he has to immediately spend resources and time repairing that, which is already there being occupied with a Tiger Ace. So again, already his assault is falling apart due to mines, and again the armor support that is needed for him to have a chance of breaking through is all of a sudden missing badly. And now the infantry is running into maxes, they'll be forced to retreat, which then leaves the tanks without infantry. It's quickly turning into a bit of a bad development here for PappyoDaniel. Particularly now that the Panzer Force in fact more or less isolated from the rest here of this report. I mean, he's moving up some punchers there, which should be able to help. Oh, Darth Vader took quite a loss there from the Tiger Ace. Something much support here. T-Fed Force rolling straight to the base. They're going straight for the infantry. They're going to wipe as much as they can here, while PappyoDaniel can't immediately support here. Bold, aggressive decision here up front could backfire on him in theory, but the other hand gets enough damage done here. It's going to be brilliant. There you go, just moving into the base, causing casualties he can't afford here. Retreating there, trying to buy time there until the Tiger Ace can arrive. In the meanwhile, though, he's making himself easy target for the T-Fed force. They're trying to crush, they're trying to corral them in there, making it easy to run over. Tiger Ace arrives. In this case, though, didn't do as much damage as he probably could have hoped to do, but still I think would have an impact there on Pappy, nonetheless, causing confusion and chaos here. He's going to lose the two T-34s, but again, he has successfully then pulled Pappy away from, well, everything else.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Panzer 4 not being repaired. But it was a close idea there. I like the idea though there by front. I like the idea. I mean, had he gotten those kind of these wiped, for example, even got one squad wipe, that would have been huge for him. So I was definitely, I think, worth the risk, in particular seeing the situation he's in, though I still think you should bring up some more tank destroyers, or even field guns. More air support here, though. Panzer 1 lot, we got the field gun moving, we've got air support here, keeping whatever infantry is left away. Shots going there through the armour, and almost got it, got a smoke screen off there. Tiger Ace moving from the north here, blasting his way through front. T-Fed moving in. Panzer checks being fired madly. Tiger Ace exposing his rear though to the field gun and the T-34. Shot bounced though, shot bounced. Tiger Ace there rolls about. King Tiger, or Panzer 4, they're going to need some repairs, but it's not going to happen. Got the T-34. Field gun shoots, misses. Most of PappyoDaniel's infantry is in a terrible state. He can't even force it. Decent hit there on the field gun. Decent hit. Shot through the house in the ruin here. And there you go. Got the Panzer 4. Tiger continues. Oh, he caught it moving. He caught it moving. Definite chance here for front field gun to be lost. Another T-34 there though for him. Field gun desperately trying to escape with the wrath of the Tiger Ace. Dimitri slaughtered. 51 kills in that one. 51 kills. Nice hit there on the ace. Blitzing about there, and he finally ended the field gun crew. He finally ended it. Knocked out the field gun as well. Pioneers rushing forwards. He's down to 3 Grenadier squads and a Stormtrooper squad. The Panzergunners have been lost. He's lost Pioneers as well here. Rockets flying. And people dying. Not necessarily in that order.
Ready for combat.
Maximum loss being wiped out by the Tiger Race. 59 kills, 60.
We have lost a machine gun crew.
14 kills there. And an anti-tank grenade off on the Tiger Ace. Protect allows it to... Oh, he got the gun! He got the gun of the Tiger Ace! This is catastrophic. This is nothing short of catastrophic. His Tiger Ace is pretty much dead meat now. And I think Fred, of course, pay attention. He can just rush in the T-34 to deal with it. He's not keeping anything to screen it. He's not trying to protect it. And now, France's T-34 is going straight for it. Get some of the Pioneers at the same time fighting here in the south. And there we go. PappyoDaniel gives up. A loss for the fatherland, a victory for the Soviet Union, a brutal fight. But again, overall, well, PappyoDaniel made some interesting moves. Overall, the issue was, again, initially went for a Grenadier heavy strategy, but nothing that could actually support it and keep it going. That was definitely mistake number one. The other one, of course, is a sort of Simorski classic. Focused too much on the eastern side of the map here, not enough through here. Again, allowing to be easily more penned in here, which again is always what you want to be careful about, in particular the Wehrmacht, since it's not really, head-on assaults are your forte. So that was also a not good move there by PappyoDaniel. And then, of course, came the Tiger Race. And again, the way he handled it, which really did not help him long term. And again, initially get some good damage, which you could see. He just couldn't gain back the map because of the way he used it, but also just, he just didn't have the resources to really push through. So in that regard, ultimately, slowly but surely, he was just throttled of life there. His front just, had more resources to just keep throwing at him, and he just didn't have to worry about it, again, being attacked for anything sort of really, throwing him off. So I think those are some good lessons there to keep in mind for future battles you might yourself have with either Tiger Aces or on Simorski. Or for that matter, if you're considering, heavy Grenadier builds. Again, command bunkers or half tanks. Keep that in mind. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is PappyoDaniel saying cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye.